Hi everybody, we're here in Huntington Park, California, going live. I don't intend to be arrested unless they want to go fully corrupt, but I'm not worried about it. We're all watching live again, so we got a great team here. Okay guys, no, you go to the bathroom? Okay, you're gonna go together, right? Don't go alone, please. You want to go with them?
Yeah, I got it.
Do not separate, please. Okay. Okay, so now they're really worried. They've got a barricade all set. Okay, I can't guarantee quiet, but I'll try.
What are you going to try?
We've got 31 watching. I have to record this in part for our safety. Yes, I am. We have to for safety reasons, first of all. Everybody, I want you to see how alarmed the Huntington Park City Council and the assembling hate mongers who are trying to create disturbance and create volatility here. Why does this one gentleman, why is he allowed to have a bandana on his face? I know the LA County Sheriff's Department has a higher standard and doesn't allow that. I'm not interested. I don't want to anywhere near you, buddy. This is what we got already. And with that, thank you. I can't say I even trust the police. So, going after the government. So we've got Alfredo Martinez over there, who lied to an entire assembly of citizenry saying that the room was at capacity, and it wasn't. How many of you filed a complaint with the DA's office about that? I know I did. Did you file a complaint? You need to, because you were pushed out. Okay? They lied to us. And it's for that reason that I can't say. It's harder and harder to back. I hate saying it, but that's what's happening. Unfortunately, I don't have Manny. We're all doing the best we can here. Okay, so regarding the government, remind us, Robin, of what's been going on here in the city of Huntington Park with the city council.
There is some corruption going forward, various contracts that are not favorable to the citizens of this town.
You're right.
That has been an issue in Huntington Park, as well as they appointed two individuals in our country illegally.
Two illegal aliens.
Commissioners. Now, this is not right. For one thing, those two positions should be held by citizens.
Absolutely.
It's not fair to the citizens.
20 citizens were dismissed summarily from all those commissions.
That's not fair.
Okay, so that's a big problem. Political appointees, friends, relatives, political cronies, and two illegal aliens appointed to city commissions.
Corruption.
That bus contract, can you tell me about that, Betty? The bus contract that the LA Times has reported on at least twice now?
I don't really know a lot about that. Everything they do is illegal.
Corrupt.
If they ever
Bankrupt.
stand up and do one thing right, it would be a miracle.
That would probably be resigning.
We've got a rogue city council, every member there.
The city council awarded a contract that was $200,000 more than the last one. And the service is worse. And that's in the LA Times.
Yes.
Normally they don't report anything that's negative when they want to push a narrative. And now, what's left? We got residents who are taxed to the hilt. They have no money. With the city going bankrupt the way it's going, it's not going to last very long. I want you to notice, we've got barricades. What are they hoping to block out? We have to make sure that our team stays together. Is that your age or your IQ? I guess it's your IQ. I think so. He supports him. We have every right to call out people shame. And there's a lot of it in this city. I'm allowed to do it. So I mentioned Officer Martinez. What do you know about Cosme? I can tell you a lot about him. Mr. Lozamo isn't even qualified to be a chief of police, for starters. And then on top of that, he's a political appointee. He's good friends with Efren Martinez. Martinez is that quote-unquote consultant who opens up this PAC to raise money for an assembly bid that he never goes on. He gives the money instead to political candidates who do what he wants. Everything okay? So that's what we have happening here in the city of Huntington Park. And now all of these brown supremacists have shown up, probably invited by the same corrupt city council, to try to distract from their corruption, including the appointment of those 2 illegal aliens.
Well, the issue here, the government is not doing their job.
No, they're completely corrupt.
Protecting the people.
Exactly, including the police.
And that is our focus.
Yeah.
We want to hold the government accountable.
Absolutely.
They should be doing the right thing.
Don't you find it interesting? You know, there's so many residents, they've talked to me personally, but they're so afraid to speak out publicly against the rampant fraud here. It's outrageous. You have Nick the Greek submitted that initiative to repeal the UTT tax, utility users tax, and he's already being attacked. He's already being attacked just because he's been here for decades and just wants to see this city actually run well. Isn't that outrageous?
It is outrageous, and that's an example of corruption.
Do you remember when he came to this country? It was in '69. So almost 50 years he's been a resident, a legal resident in this city. And he became a citizen in 1975. He's a citizen, and yet at the same time they appoint 2 illegal aliens to city commissions. Whatever happened to citizenship actually meaning something? This is very much the issue. And I feel really sad because you see a lot of people who are more interested in pushing violence than redressing the government. They're being violated every day. Overtaxed, hit with every fee you can imagine, every heartache. It's outrageous. And for the kids, they can't go to charter schools now because they're trying to shut them down. Why? Because the teachers' unions wants to support they're bought by the labor unions too. I mean, it's terrible. I remember there were 2 reform candidates who ran for city council and they lost. And you know, that number that they lost by was too wide to be real.
The numbers are very suspicious.
It is really suspicious. 1,400 for Avila and Macias. And then I think Valentine got, what, 700? I don't think so. I don't think there are enough people who could vote that meets that number. I don't see that happening.
Look at the numbers in Cudahy. That's not fantastic. The numbers, the people that voted in Cudahy,
yes,
that was an authentic vote.
Yes, it was. And you know, there were rumors of voter fraud, and immediately different teams, they went in to see what was going on. They absolutely did. I think also because the sheriff's department supervises that city, you're more likely to get a fair vote. That's what happens. So I don't know, I remember some residents in the city were telling me that maybe they should get rid of the police department and have the sheriffs do it. Because at least they know that they'd get real service that wasn't politicized. So when was the last time, was there ever a discussion about having the sheriff's department police Huntington Park? When was that?
I don't know. A few times, I think.
When was the most recent time that they wanted to bring the sheriff's department in and get rid of the police?
A few months ago.
A few months ago. I'm not surprised.
Yes.
So remind me again, who's the officer who said that the room was at capacity? Oh, he's not there anymore. He ran away. Here we go. How long have you lived in Huntington Park, George?
About 45 years.
Okay, you've lived here as long as Nick's been here. Was Nick here before you were?
Who?
Nick the Greek. Was he here before or after you?
Yeah.
Before?
Yeah, I didn't meet Nick the Greek until about maybe 5-6 years ago.
Okay.
And I was impressed. Impressed.
You know, and I know this is in connection with the government. There's this lady called Sylvia Merlos. She's actually anti-immigrant. She's attacking Nick publicly because he decided to exercise his right as a citizen to repeal the utility users tax. So, I mean, what's going on here? He's been here longer than anybody else, and this is how he gets treated. He gets treated like the illegal. It's outrageous.
It is.
It's really a shame, but hopefully he'll get some vindication for once. Hey, what's going on? We love ICE too. You cannot, they can't take phone calls anymore. They're overwhelmed. So you're going to have to file tips through email.
I did.
So that's what happens.
I did.
Good. I've done it a few times as
I
well.
got registered today. Finally.
Good. That's fine. Does anybody know how much the city clerk gets paid per year? I'm going to guess at least 6 figures because that's what the city clerk is paid in Carson, in Torrance. It's supposed to be a big job. And just somebody else know, what did the city clerk do on Monday? City clerk ran away from 2 Huntington Park citizens filing an initiative to repeal the utility users tax.
That doesn't surprise me.
She ran away. She had 3 cameras looking at her, and she ran away. She's paid a 6-figure salary. She's paid 6 figures. Can you imagine that? So if my city clerk had been pulling that crap, there would be a line of angry residents outside of Torrance City Hall raising hell. Yes. But this city doesn't abide by laws, it seems. Or it picks and chooses which laws it abides by.
The governor's head is bare.
No, they're absolutely going against the Constitution of the United States.
Absolutely. And the state constitution and the local ordinances too. Rudy Cruz, how you doing? Hey. So what about Robert and Mike? Oh, you went on your own, so I get it. That's fine. Okay, so we were... Hey, Suave! What's up? That's it. I found one vendita. Her name is Sylvia Merlos. She attacks immigrants. She attacked immigrants because Nick the Greek filed an initiative. It's his IQ. Absolutely. That's why he has to do it. They have nothing left. They have either middle fingers or violence. So Robin, have you seen it? There was a terrible shooting that happened last week. Do you remember what that was? What happened? It was Congressman Scalise, shot in the hip. He's had a 3rd surgery. It's getting violent because they're so furious. They've lost the vote. They're losing the culture war. They've lost the media. And what's the last thing you do? What's the last thing that you do? They commit violence. I don't.
Heartbreaking to see this in America. It was heartbreaking to see this happening in America. This violence.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so I'm not trying to. Did you ever read or see what happened in the '60s? I mean, did it ever get this violent, from what you know?
A fringe group.
Fringe, but it wasn't like mainstream people putting on bandanas, trying to hide from police detection, committing violence. I know. And for some reason, again, they don't want to say anything. I don't know why. I hope so. So just FYI, you see how they're attacking Nick now just for being a citizen. Have you seen that?
Yes.
That's just bullshit. I don't see Martinez anymore. Okay. This is so interesting. Why do you want ICE out of LA? I don't understand. If you can't defend it, then you shouldn't wear it. That's offensive. We love ICE. Absolutely.
Great organization.
Because they're part of the government, and they're the good part of the government that's actually doing their job.
We support ICE.
We support ICE. And hopefully, I've got pictures of the 2 illegals that need to be deported immediately, right there. And these are 5 politicians who need to be arrested.
Well, we need to do like what Betty did and report everything to Jeff.
I agree with you. I sent a note about that. I sent a note.
Are we going to
In the back. I want to sit in the back. And there's Mr. Sanchez. I don't know why you lie about people. It's to your shame. You support this corrupt government. Shame. Notice I won't say anything this time. He supports the corrupt government. To his shame. I'm allowed to go after them, Robin. They support a corrupt government.
Just done a big dummy. That's all he is.
Yes, he is.
Big dummy. No.
So we're doing 5 at a time. That's it. Matthew, we need your referee skills. And there's Miss Anti-Immigrant right up. Oh, she doesn't want to say anything. No surprise.
She was the government.
She supports the government.
But is she with the government?
Arthur, she's the one that thinks that killing people's funny.
I know, she did. She's part of this corrupt government. She supports illegals instead of American citizens. I don't get that. That's the way.
Let's talk some more about the corrupt city council. That's
I agree.
our focus.
I absolutely agree. And they support him. Someone dropped a pen?
That's fine.
Go ahead, George. Go with your wife. George, go.
That's fine.
Okay, that's fine.
That's not my comment.
Are you laughing? Are you smiling at
She supports this corrupt government. She supports illegals ahead of American citizens and hates Nick the Greek.
She said she didn't say it, and then I pulled this out and she's quiet.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah.
That's right. She thinks it's okay to kill Americans.
You're still there, right?
Shame. No, diet pills.
Did you not respond
Diet
to
pills.
the smile when someone talked about killing, finishing the job in the hospital?
Yes, it is. You supported it. You allowed it. This woman should be under investigation for threatening the lives of American citizens.
Right after we investigate why Arthur doesn't wash the sweat.
I'm confused. I'm confused. This is not her comment? Did someone hack into her account?
Next 5.
5.
1,
Go ahead.
2,
Jesse, come with me.
3,
On 4.
5.
I guess we're not at capacity yet.
You will not see me. I will sit where I please.
Watch your steps, okay? I see a lot of police here. I do. Some of these police I respect very much. Thank you for your service. Some of them I can't respect. I apologize, but I just can't. For all the crap I've been through. Looks like Mr. Gomez. No, just put your name and public comment. Okay.
All the way over.
Okay. I'd like to sit in back.
Sorry, sir. This way.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine. I'm just making sure everybody's comfortable. Yes, I will. Unless she chooses to sit. Okay, that's fine.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm kind of responsible for this lady to keep her safe because we have concerns about her safety.
You cannot tell me where to sit. I don't care who ran up the room.
Get her out of here.
Get aside. Get out of my way. I will not.
Betty, come down, Betty. Nice, Betty.
At least she's civil. The hell you say? Outlaw lawman. That's what we have here in Huntington Park. Outlaw lawman. Outlaw city council. Outlaw city clerk.
I couldn't agree more. And they brainwash children to hate people who don't look like them. It's unbelievable. We've got to get rid of those 5 for starters.
You're one of those children.
How you doing there, Louis?
I'm doing fine.
That's all right. We got a veteran. We're good. Yes, you are. This is a heavily segregated city. It's shamefully segregated. Look at that, though. Louis, you might want to, if you could move down when they come over, and just say yeah, come behind me. Why are they allowed to sit wherever they want? Please explain to me. Why do they get to sit wherever they want to?
And we can't sit in the back.
Why did they get to sit where they want to sit?
Okay, that's fine.
Why did they get to sit where they want to
Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm going to sit over there next to Louis because I can. Excuse me. Just go ahead.
Oh, you.
Thank you. Sorry.
Big foot and my foot.
Sure. Okay. Okay.
This isn't right.
Okay. Okay, can I stand up for you? Oh, it's a little slippery. Thank you. Thank you. I just moved. Okay.
Let's not create problems and push the envelope again today, okay?
Okay. I haven't.
We're doing this for a public safety reason. He's an employee. They're dignitaries that we allowed in. That's our choice to make. It's not your choice.
Okay. So I'm going to stay seated.
We make the rules here.
That's fine. Please don't touch me. Do not touch me, okay?
Okay. You're going to do what I tell you to do. I'm going to ask you to go back to your seat. If you don't go back to your seat, I'm going to have you removed again.
My seat, I think, got taken.
Go take your seat. Go take your seat.
It's taken.
Take your seat we gave you.
Okay, so
You're going to go in this row.
So where in this row should I go?
Anywhere that's open.
Okay, but
There's a seat to the left.
Okay, so there's this seat right here.
Sure caused a lot of problems.
So yes, you do.
I
We
thought you were
understand.
pro-blue.
Where do you need me to go?
Blue line. He's not pro-blue.
Where do I go? How about I go right here next to Mr. Sanchez?
Yeah, come here. Come here.
Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you so much. Musical chairs. That's fine. Your badge number, please.
I know. The sad part is that since he doesn't wash that hat,
You cannot
There you go.
badge number for doing his job.
Yeah. I remember. You saw on record, the government tells me that I can't sit in a certain place, but you have 3 people over there who are given some kind of a special favor. I'm not sure why.
Rosa Parks.
So, her name isn't Rosa Parks. So this is the government we have. You've got a corrupt city council. It misuses its police force. It undermines the rights of citizens. They are telling people where to sit, but for some reason they give special privilege to 3 people right over there because they're either city employees or because they're quote-unquote dignitaries. I don't see how any parent of any city council member could qualify as a dignitary, seeing how their children are so corrupt that they undermine the rule of law in their own city. I'm going to get you out of here.
Does anybody have a violin? I'll start playing
Thank you
a
so much.
violin. Come on, man.
You got it. No problem.
Look, I found a job for you. I think you should take over for Hugh Hauser on a
We need
California
to make
Gold,
sure
because
that the
you have a
government
lot of time
is held
to kill.
accountable
You have a lot
for
of time
not
to kill.
honoring the citizens,
You
the
have a
taxpayers
lot
of the city. I absolutely agree. And for them to misuse taxpayer funds ordering police to tell people where to sit,
Because groups like you
that
come,
makes no
groups
sense
like
to
you
me.
come and instigate stuff.
And
That's
there's
the reason why.
Efren Martinez, the puppet master for Huntington Park, right there. That's the guy right there who is ripping off the residents, buying politicians, right there, Efren Martinez.
I'll see you in a bit. Thank you.
Good evening. Welcome to the City of Huntington Park. We appreciate your attendance. We appreciate your cooperation in complying with the rules of the department
We are against the government.
Meetings of the City Council are business meetings which are governed by state law.
Absolutely. I respect that.
Public attending council meetings shall observe the same rules in order to form applicable to the City Council. During the ceremonial presentation, the meeting applause deliberations and recognition is permitted. Excuse me. I need your attention while reading the rules of the forum, please. Any person wishing to address the City Council shall complete a speaker card and turn in the speaker's request card and start a public oral communication.
Right on.
Any requests to speak which are turned in late will not be allowed to address City Council unless a majority of the council waives the rules and allows the individual to address City Council. All comment cards from speakers must be addressed to the mayor or chair of the meeting. Each speaker will have a designated amount of time to comment on any item of the agenda or anything within the jurisdiction of City Council. Any person who makes obscene, slanderous, profane, or offensive remarks, or who engages in loud, boisterous, or otherwise disorderly conduct which disrupts, disturbs, or otherwise impedes the orderly conduct of the public meeting will be ruled out of order. Also, any person while attending the council meeting making unauthorized remarks from the audience or stamping their feet, whistling, yelling, booing, cheering, applauding, or making similar demonstrations which disrupts, disturbs, or otherwise impedes the orderly conduct of the public meeting shall be deemed at a word and be ruled by the room by the sergeant of arms and for further audience participation will council during this meeting. For safety reasons, everyone, except public safety employees or members of the media, must be seated block or obstruct the view of other people at the council meeting. These rules must be from engaging in disruptive conduct or have to leave the council chambers. You must follow direction and order of law enforcement.